you ended up leaving the company in 1998. And again,
Mhm.
another thing we need to clarify here. I have read many reasons why you left the WWE. One
Uh-huh.
was your sister being sick. Another one,
Mhm.
I've read years later, racism. So let's talk about it. What was the reason why you left the storyline? You're supposed to get beat up by the Truth Commission on an episode of Raw, I believe, and then
Mhm.
the story is he's tough to work with. He didn't want to do it. And then suddenly you leave, but you didn't tell anyone why you were leaving. But your sister was sick. Can you clarify all
Right.
this?
Yes, she was sick, and I think racism did play its part in it, but not from Vince,
Okay.
from Shawn Michaels and some of the other boys. I mean, like they did that thing with DX when Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation and the Nation Domination was getting into it, and they wrote all that racist
Oh,
stuff on the wall.
yeah.
That was pushing it for me, and I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have done that. And the thing with the True Commission was what they wanted to do. What they wanted him to hang me from a rope. Yes,
By your
yes. You
neck?
know how yes. You know how lynching is a very sore subject with black people.
Yeah, because it's not too
You know, they
far away.
wanted
It's not too long ago.
right, and they wanted hang me from a rope, and that just wouldn't happen with me, brother. I mean, I'll do any other angle with the rope. No.
Wow. I have never read that part about the rope. It was just, oh,
Yeah. Well, I never told anybody. So
well, thank you for sharing because the story is like you didn't want to get beat up on television while your sister was sick watching you on TV because she was very ill, and so
and
you didn't.
that's true too. And I didn't want her to spend her last minutes watching me get beat up.
Right, right. So there's many different reasons why you ended up leaving the company.
Right. She was a big fan, man, and you know, and then she passed like a day or two after that,
Mm,
after I left. So she would have had to see me get beat up and hung from a rope before she passed. And that wasn't the image I was trying to put out. Not for her. I mean, to the black kids out there, to anybody. That is going too far.
yes, I agree. And now, while by you saying no, do you believe this is where the he's tough to work with type of deal? Because they're like, well, someone
Yes,
else said yes to doing this crazy thing. He doesn't want to do what we want him to do.
yes. That's where he's hard to work with comes in at. Because I said no one time. No, Shawn Michaels and Triple H and Razor and these of them could say no, but I couldn't say no.
Right.
So I said no. I wouldn't. I didn't agree to it.
Oh man.
So
And so,
all that coming down on me at once, man. It just, oh no. At that time, it's a bunch of stuff just coming down on me.
mhm.
So I guess more of my mental, mind wasn't right. I wasn't set up mentally to do all these things. And it was hard to handle all these things all at once.
Was it maybe too much too soon? And plus, on top of that, your home life with your sister is kind of having an issue as well.
Well, I don't know if it was too much too soon. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was green, man. I'll be
Yeah.
first to admit it. I was green. And it's just that even being green, you can pop a house like that and fans want to see you. Something else was working there, man. That was something else working.
Yeah. They were definitely 100% behind you. So, though, after your sister passes away, is there conversations about like, hey, Ahmed, like I know that we had a falling out like a couple of days ago, but hey, do you want to come back? Are we interested? Because I don't think you just dip out of a contract.
No, it wasn't any. We didn't have any conversation. I wouldn't take any calls from the office or anything. I was through, man. I was done.
With the WWE and the way they were treating you, because obviously you end up in WCW.
Yes, I was done, man. And it wasn't about money for me like it is for everybody else. Cause I had money from playing football, so it wasn't about the money thing for me. It was about putting some pride back in these little African American children that watch this show,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and that was the result of it.